Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Come, join us. The raid is coming. The raid is coming. They're finishing it up. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. I'm Jen Giggles. I am the leader of All on the Table. I'll be producing today, running things like the giveaways and such with the help of our mods and everyone. Yes, the team can hear me and but you can't, and they're trying to make me laugh, which is actually one of our incentives. I am going to be appearing on screen at any donation that you make to us. Any donation, any donation at all. Um, you can see, yeah, it's this, yeah, this side. Any amount. I will be making faces for at least a minute at the players. $10. You get to pick the number for the roll. Monster of the Week is a 2d6 game, so you can pick a number anywhere from 12 to 2. Anywhere from 12 to 2, you get to pick it when you make a $10 donation. Um, and and for the and at a $20 donation, Molly is going to drink Shock Cola. The day's story is set in the early 2000s of this universe, so they have Shock Cola, and it's going to be surprising amounts of caffeine, right? For $50, Molly has a table she will roll on and do a random accent. We don't know whether or not she's going to be imitating Micah or not. I don't remember if that was on the list of accents, but it might have been. At $100 today, you get to choose if something really good or something really bad happens. I'm sorry, it's going to happen. Yeah, yeah. So that's everything that's going to be happening here. There are giveaways that we have planned. The giveaways start at $100 total donations. We have giveaways for 100, 200, 300. Then we have secret giveaways starting at $420. So when you donate 420, we will trigger, once we get a total of 420, it'll trigger a secret donation. And then the uh, So we just had an offer that if you donate $69, Kat is going to hump the air for you. It is a one-time offer. So if you do donate $69 right now, we are going to give you that as after the ask video gets played here. But we have secret goals starting at 420 and going on up. There is a $1,000 giveaway goal. If somebody donates $1,000 immediately, it's just theirs. We're just going to give it to the person who donates a grand. But there are stained glass dice. Now they're rollable, they're playable, they're not actual stained glass, but they look like it. It is gorgeous. It is amazing. But $1,000 is what we have to get to that. Um, I don't know. I've never had them in my hands. I don't know what they smell like, Molly. Thank you. All right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to play the ask video for you as so that anyone who's coming in from just for the all on the table side of things gets to hear and see what's going on. And then once we hit up a couple ad breaks or something later on, we'll run a couple other things here in just a moment. But first, let's hear from Dr. C in their own words.
Increase supplies, get the telehealth contracts up and running, making sure that insurances are paying for the telehealth contracts. We don't want to be another COVID story of a business failing, particularly because we're providing for yourself. That many of us grew up in places where it wasn't safe to have those thoughts, much less be who you actually are. And getting the care that you deserve and need is life-saving. So by donating, you are helping save lives.
Back to me. All right, welcome back, everyone. I see we had a couple donations during the Ask video. Molly will be starting with an accent, and whatever the next role is, I have a donor. The donor is under Juice Tex. Every villain is Lemons. I don't know what that role. I don't know what that means. Please post in the chat in one of the. And somebody will tell me on Discord what you want, what you mean for what kind of role you want in case I miss it. I'm going to cut over here now to Molly. And while that's going on, I've got 2 minutes of making faces, so you get to see me still too. All right, it's on to you, Molly.
Well, thank you very much. My name is Molly. I will be your GM for this wonderful Monster of the Week adventure. I want to give my friends here an opportunity to introduce themselves, starting with my friend from the great state of New Jersey. Their name starts with an F. And then we'll go over to our friend across the pond, Long Pond. This will be Cat.
Myself and Ash are she, it.
And of course, finally, our friend from across the wide, wide ocean, not the pond, because that would be a preposterous saying.
Micah. Pleased to meet you all. I will be playing India Phillips, very posh, preppy girl, transfer student, mysteriously so. And can I just say that, why did you have to get that accent? It's far too hot.
Well, I'm very happy. You might find great delectation in watching an episode of The Golden Girls. If you think that this is quite attractive, you will find a lot out of Blanche. All right, so welcome to the year 2006. I just needed that to land. A wide-bodied and garish 2005 black Cadillac peels out of the pockmarked parking lot, swerving around the many potholes that dot the strip mall. The strip mall here in Dispatch, New York. The quiet clicking shut of a rear door to Dispatch Delicacies, the local grocer, is muffled by the out-of-tune rap music. You hear in the distance, "We stay fly, no lie, you know this, ballin'!" Coming out of the showboating subwoofers as hydraulics and lifts knock the Cadillac up as it starts to shake. Briefly, lights click on in the Strawberries Supplements and Cleanses. Shortly after, lights click off. A woman, blonde, mid-30s, hair pulled tightly into dreads, dressed in earth tones from head to toe, shuffles out of her shop and walks to a glistening 1998 Ford Taurus in all of its bubbly and glistening glory. She clicks on her radio, and the earnest tenor of Ira Glass's This American Life fills the car. And quietly, the vehicle pulls past the Cadillac, and she heads home to her apartment. The next day, the local mini mart reported losses on the brand new Shock energy drink beverage coming in. A few days later, the janitor at Dispatch Delicacies was sent home with a chemical burn on his leg. A week later, two patrons at Bistro 315, the local eatery, were found dead with holes burned through their chests. As shipments of shock and other sodas continue to break in the storage areas behind the store, the owner, Chris Jeffries, has reached out to the Paranormal Club of Our Lady of Neverending Guilt College, just outside our town of Dispatch. And they reached out to find out, to ask you to help figure out what is going on. So, our most senior member of the group, I want to give you an opportunity to introduce ourselves.
All right, club. We're here today to introduce our first project that we got. We got called today about 2 people dead in the city, in our little town. What do we want to do about it?
And as they're looking up at you from the classroom, how is Kyle dressed? What does McLean look like?
Oh, so I'm playing Kyle McLean. Him. He is dressed in a varsity jacket for the college. I don't have one, obviously. He has his beanie on. It is very cold here in Upper New York. And he has like some ripped jeans on. Not because it's like a cool fashion statement, but because he actually has ripped his jeans.
And so you kind of have heard this dictum come out from the president of the Paranormal Club. I don't know who would be the first to speak up.
I imagine India Phillips, who is got strawberry blonde hair, big fringe, very 2006, and is wearing a little slightly frizzy crop top, pink sort of jumper type thing, and like, I don't know, probably a tartan mini skirt or something like that.
And so fringe, for those of you who need an American translation, is bangs.
She will be like, oh my God, 2 people dead. That's terrible. Where?
And so as the kind of camera pans away from India's comment, as hearing this, what is like going through Ash's mind?
She's just so Ash is an interesting little goth girl in the back. She is dressed in pretty much all black, sporting a black beanie with the long black hair, the classic white black goth look. She's just thinking about how much, honestly, she's kind of not looking forward to this. She's a little hurt, a little sad, but more caught up in her own world at the moment.
Okay. And so you hear this come out of you hear India Phillips pipe up and say this. How does McLean, how do you respond?
Over by the pastry shop, they found 2 people dead, apparently. I'm not thinking much of it. It might just be a shock factor thing, but it'd be pretty cool to check out.
Molly?
Yes.
Is it possible that India is in fact just feigning shock here because she may have been down to the pastry shop earlier that day to dispatch a soul?
It's possible. I would say probably not. It's probably a delayed response as a carrier. You probably would have not been called to that one immediately, but it's like on your like ticker of things to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we should absolutely get down there, probably as soon as possible.
That's the spirit.
If we must. Well.
All right. So, who has the car among the 3 of you, and what are you driving in all of your glory?
I'm gonna take the car if that's okay. I'm going to say it's a little sporty Mazda Protege black with a stick shift that Ash has ripped off and replaced with a black metal grenade. It's not an actual grenade. There's nothing in it, but she's playing Green Day as we all go.
So you all just in the CD, and so you hop in, and the CD track is one of those nice CD players that where it has the visualizer going up and down with the sound of the music. And you hop in, and it's only a 2-seater. It's got like that faux bench in the back. So I'm assuming probably Kyle is, I don't know, McLean is just.
He has standards. He does not fight for shotgun. He's like ladies first. Like,
thank you,
he's
Kyle.
just like this on the bench. He's like, it slopes up right against the back of his head. Safety regulations? Never heard of her.
Safety last.
So you will arrive to the strip mall. It's something that you drive by on your way to like the local beverage center or Wegmans, your local supermarket. And you pull into this the strip mall just off the side of what's known as the former railroad, the train. It's the Route 104. And so you pull off of Route 104, and there's just honestly just so many Saturns on the road, just these fiberglass cars whizzing by you. You bank it in, and there's you see a Ford Taurus parked in the parking lot. You see a few cars parked in front of Bistro 315, the low carb health restaurant where the murder happened. And then you see a few more in front of the grocery store, Dispatch Delicacies. It's fairly, it's this nice shade, this nice uniform dark brown all around. It's like faux wood paneling, but extra faux. Yeah. So which would you like to, you have the health food store, you have the bistro itself, and you have the Dispatch Delicacies. Where would you like to enter first?
Where is India feeling that she's being called?
The spirits need dispatch from Bistro 315. For sure.
Okay. I'm just gonna get something from the bistro. Does anyone want anything?
Okay. McLean, as you uncrack your neck.
Kyle's already like pulling out his camera to like search the area.
Are you gonna do a quick recce and I'll get back? I'll bring some coffee or something.
Yeah, just bring me back like a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Whatever you like, Kyle.
You hear Ash's stomach grumble. She looks down and was like, "Get me one too."
Yeah, you look like you could eat something. You look really pale.
I'm pretty sure that's the makeup.
Okay. And India starts to cross the road, and she reaches into her pink denim Louis Vuitton bag, extremely expensive, and
so expensive.
She fumbles with her purse, but then her hand sort of slides along the long, slim shape of a straight razor that happens to be in there. Imagine the camera looking over the top into her bag briefly and watching as her finger traces along it. She crosses over, she smiles at some cop on the sidewalk winningly, and then she goes into the store.
All right, so you walk into Bistro 315, and they're like setting up for brunch. But you see a kind of two staff. There's one woman sitting at the bar, kind of like leaning over every once in a while, pouring herself a beer and like holding the beer and kind of going back and forth. Kind of like she's dressed kind of similarly to you, crop jean shorts, bright neon tank top. She's got nice freckles all over her face, shoulder length, chestnut brown hair, and she says, "Oh, hello!
Hi.
What are you doing here?"
I'm here to. I'm just gonna. I just want to order some things. Is that okay?
Oh, we open for lunch service in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
You know, it's not every day you find people with holes in their chest.
Yeah, that's not great. So that must have been really hard on you.
Oh, it was so hard.
You don't seem that distressed.
And she's like, she goes to stand up and walk over to you and just sort of like falls over with the stool that she was sitting on. And she's like, nope, I'm
Oh my
okay.
God,
I'm
you be
fierce.
drinking?
I'm fierce.
It's not even
All
midday.
right,
and
I'm
you're
going to
drinking already.
interrupt at the moment because we are starting our first giveaway, which is, as announced, Hero of the Kingdom 3. We'll get that underway here shortly. You're going to see a pop-up, and that pop-up will tell you what you need to do as part of this. And then we will be back, and everyone can, and then after 10 minutes, I will interrupt again to take care of the tell you all about who won that giveaway.
Okay. So, and she says, and she'll stand, she kind of falls over and she's like, why does that make me crazy? Baby, I'm crazy.
Okay, now let me just pick you up.
And she's like, no. These boots were meant for walking, and that's just what they'll do. And she gets herself up and stumbles back over the bar. What's your name?
I'm India.
India, nice to meet you. I'm Kim Leary.
Hi, Kim. So I'll put my order in, not too hopefully, given how drunk she is. And then I'll start looking around for signs of the lost souls guidance.
And so you'll get like, can you tell me about? Can you read that power to me, and tell me kind of what powers do you have about like locating things and.
So I can go instantly to anywhere I've visited before, or to a dying person or a spirit.
Oh, you go instantly to a spirit. Okay. Then there will be, you find the spirits of a young man in his 20s, probably 20, 25, heavier set guy, receding hair, and an older woman, kind of fit and fair, but in her late 30s. And they're sort of in the back of the space.
Hi.
Hello.
I hate to break this to you, but you're dead. Did you know
Thanks. Yes.
that? Okay, well, are you ready to move on? Because I've got quite a busy schedule today, and I can help out if you've got any like things that you've not done, or things undone, or any questions about the afterlife. I'll try and answer as best I can.
And they'll probably ask you some of the more typical questions, like what's the meaning of everything, and like who do you work for.
I'll tell you that.
But if I told you that, I'd have to kill you. Oh wait, hey! And they'll say, yeah, no, okay. And you can ferry them along as you need to.
I'll whip out my straight razor, and I will sever their souls from this place.
Molly has to drink shock.
Oh no!
Shot,
Here
shot,
we go.
shot,
Play the song. Here we go.
shot,
Shock,
shot,
shock,
shot,
shock,
shot,
shock,
shot,
Shock,
shot,
shock, shock, shock.
Oh, she's going for it.
Poland Spring.
Champion.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
So you will
So
separate
then
their souls from this world.
Swirling portal will open and the souls will sort of descend towards the light or to whatever they think should be in the beyond anyway.
And you hear a tumble behind you, or you hear like some heavy drunk footsteps, and you said, "What are you doing with the razor?"
Nothing. I just I found it back here. I'm just gonna put it away now. I dropped
Wait,
it.
that's my section. That's where they always sit my clients. There's a razor there.
Are you? I mean, it's okay. You don't need to wait. You don't need to be worried. It's okay. I just gently stroke shoulder awkwardly. It's okay. You just calm down. And I'm going to death comes as a friend them.
All right. What does that mean?
It means that when I talk to someone for a few seconds in a quiet voice, you can calm them down, blocking any panic, anger, or other negative emotions they have.
And so she's like, "Ugh. Okay.
Why don't we go inside and get you another drink?
All right." And they'll go over to the bar and another what's a very 2000s beer? I'm ready to crowdsource this. Aw, Jen, you're a fish. How tired are you? How tired of making faces are you going to be by the end of this?
I'm not. But a
So-
good 2000s beer is Bud Light. It really
Bud,
is.
okay,
Yeah.
Bud Light, the beer of trans people everywhere. So she pours herself another good trans beverage, and is kind of like slumped over the bar, and she'll say, "It came in so late. Why did they come in so late? It was 9:45. We closed at 9:50, and they insisted on being sat."
They were sad. Why were they sad?
Sat.
Oh, sad. Oh, I see. They came in really late, huh?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
what
I
happened?
was so tired.
Oh,
I took their
no.
drink order, and they ordered a shock and vodka.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like it could have got a bit messy.
Oh, they ordered them, and then I brought the drinks down, and then like I heard a noise, like some metal clinking, and then I came down and they had the holes in their chest.
Holes in their chests.
Yeah,
Like, what sort of holes?
it was horrible.
$29 to our first stream milestone.
Calm down. It's okay.
Thank you, chat.
It's okay. It's okay. And that was about 9:50.
So I took the order. I took the order. I bought their drinks and I was mad and I was just like, I just wish they would go away. And then I came down, I took their food order. They asked for Caesar salad. And I went to go make the salad. And when I came back, they were dead.
Oh, that's terrible. So you were only away for like 10 minutes?
A little bit more.
20
Yeah,
minutes?
I don't want to. Wait, why am I telling you this?
It's okay. Sometimes it just helps to tell someone,
All
someone
right.
that won't judge you or
And we're gonna cut over to Kyle and Ash. So you're kind of stepped out of the car. There is India Phillips has stepped into Bistro 315. Where are you two headed? There is strawberries, supplements and cleanses, and dispatch delicacies.
I do like supplements. I feel like he would start heading over to supplements, not like, and be like, Ash, are you feeling this place? Like,
Okay, so Ash has both hunches and the sight. Can they see anything going on in any of the buildings, or are they having any kind of hunches?
What is so the hunch? What
Hunches
does
tell
that
me
actually
when
mean?
something bad is hunches when something bad is happening or just about to happen.
You can tell because this is probably like later in the afternoon. Well, this morning we've established, right? So, you get like a little bit of a feeling that you're worried about India Phillips being in there, and yeah. So that would be your hunch.
Okay.
Something might happen to India.
I also have the sight so I can see in spirits and magical influences. So if I can see any kind of aura or anything interesting going on specifically around any of the other buildings, that's probably where I'm going to be inclined to head.
Okay, so you will pick up an aura coming from the front end of Dispatch Delicacies.
Okay, the giveaway has ended. We are going to pick a winner, and it is Sunflare Space. Congratulations,
Congrats, Sunflare
Sun.
Space. Jen, just so that you know, Sunflare Space, Jen was very set on winning that herself. So Jen has it out for you now. So make sure you donate even more so she's got to contort her face. Let's just like get in there, you know? So yeah, you get a vibe from as Ash sort of like peers into the gothic spirit world, which I assume is like the regular spirit world, but Rob Zombie's playing.
Sounds good.
Right. No, wait, what would it be? 2006. Living Dead Girl? Living Dead Girl! And so, yeah, you find something towards like the front end and the front office of Dispatch Delicacies.
Okay. In that case, Ash probably turns to Kyle and goes, "You head on in. I think India might need a hand. And plus, I want some hash browns with my bacon, egg, and cheese."
a weird combination. I like it. Let's go.
All right, so where are you headed? Where is Ash headed?
Ash decided to head into the delicacies to check in on India.
India is in Bistro.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said she had a hunch in where? Or a feeling in where? Dispatch Delicacies?
The magical was in Dispatch Delicacies.
Okay, my apologies, I misheard. She's going to want to head towards Dispatch Delicacies then and invites Kyle along with her, or Kyle can head to the other place and we can all split up.
McLean.
God, it's so split. How did it split? This is hard. Yeah, I think he will probably end up going to the bistro, but also because he's really hungry.
Okay, so you're going to try to check up on food.
Make sure you get those brownies.
And so you walk in and you see a drunk woman, or a woman who has stumbled over and is like standing at the top of a staircase. at the bottom of a staircase, you see with like Sweeney Todd with a razor, like it is India, just kind of like ha ha at nothing, and you're like, okay. So we'll continue. We'll continue with Ash here. So you walk into this building, and there's a cardboard cutout on the front that says, "Now featuring Shock Cola, as featured on Jerkface, the new stunt show from Whack Mabim Bam." And you look around, and there's a row of registers. It's like a very, very blue light, very, very industrial ceiling. No drop lighting, no drop ceiling, no Wegmans on us here. And you see that your sense was drawing you to the kind of like a manager's office behind like the customer service desk.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I didn't quite fully read out all of what Hunch does, just so you have an understanding. I will make a roll, and on a a plus sharp roll, and on a 10 plus, I get there just in time, and on a 7-9, I get there just a little bit too late.
Okay.
But enough time to intervene, and on a miss, I get there just in time to get in trouble myself.
All right, this is your last chance to donate to screw Ash over.
Yeah.
So
So either way, I'm in trouble.
And so you get there just too late?
I suppose so.
All right, cool.
On a miss, you get there just in time to be in trouble yourself.
Oh, nice.
Juice,
okay, cool.
Juice Tech set this roll to 4 with their gift of $11 earlier in the stream. This is our first roll.
Thank you, Juice Tex. Let's see if we can prevent any dice from being rolled this whole tabletop session. Let's see. Dr. C is worth it. Honestly, like, come on, guys. Like, they're a really cool person. So, let's go forward. So yeah, so you see behind the customer service, there's a small manager's office, and you see on the door, big block lettering. Actually, you know what? It's just the label maker, employees only. And you see there's like a little drop down door, and there's a woman with a younger woman with a side set ponytail and very natural makeup, standing behind, very thin figured.
$29 from the first giveaway for this stream.
Hey.
Ooh.
So that's what you see. You see like a number of cashiers working up and down the way.
And the general hunch is just coming from everywhere?
Is coming from that manager's office. No, sorry, your sight. Your sight is coming from that manager's office.
Okay. I'm going to try to head up to the manager's office and just kind of listen in. Ash also has telepathy, so she can read people's thoughts and minds and just hear what they're thinking. So she's going to try to probe within the room with her telepathy and see what she gets.
So you will see, so you'll get a lot of like, 7 plus 5 is just 12, you get a lot of mental math, from the cashiers, because, you know, they're sitting there doing the calculator, 7, 5, 32, put the eggs in the bag, and then you get Tally, and she's like, oh, there's another goth person. Oh no. And you hear her like she's like, okay, she's just a person. Hi, how are you? And from behind the customer service desk, hi, I'm Tally. What can I do for you?
Nothing. I'm just taking a break and walking around. Thought I'd see what's going on.
What's going on? What have you found out?
Nothing much.
Oh, okay.
Ash is very non-confrontational. She doesn't want to interact with random people if she can help it. She tries to use her telepathy for that. Um, so she's kind of just probing around where she can, but she heads towards the manager's office, which you said her site was going off on.
Right. The thing is behind. So like there's like the lift door, and then you see behind the lift door, like behind the customer service counter, there's an office. That's the manager's office.
Okay,
So Tally is your gatekeeper.
gotcha. I understand. I have some ideas then. In that case, Ash is going to start walking around and seeing more what's in the store, and also look for a potential to cause a distraction somewhere.
So you start walking around the store, and you notice that like there's no coffee. Then you walk over to the soda section, and you're like, there's nothing with like there's basically no soda here at all. And what is there is like under like lock and key. And then you walk down the candy aisle, and it's chocolate, 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 chocolate. And there's like nothing fruity or sour. And then you walk down the like the cleaning goods aisle, and there's no bleach. And
Then,
it's just like there's like holes in their inventory all over the place.
so you said there's no caffeine. So even though they've got an advertisement for shot cola, there's none there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. In that case, Ash is going to head back up to customer service and ask her if she can get her some of the shot cola because it seems to be empty.
And so she'll say, I would really, I would really love to give you, I would really love to say that we had some, but like our first shipment fell over and cracked, and all the stuff drained out. And it just drained into the sewer. And then we got another shipment last week, and it broke again. And now all of our soda has started breaking. And that's why Chris called someone about this. They said that someone would be here from the Our Lady of Perpetual Misery Paranormal Club. Do you know anything about them?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, so all of our soda's just been breaking, and our coffee's gone, and our bleach is gone. And so's all of our sour candy.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out some more information on it. Would it be okay if I talk to the manager?
Sure. And she'll pop open the counter, and she'll like welcome you behind. She'll knock on the door. Chris, and you hear and this kind of, you hear this kind of whoop, and the squeaking of cheap dress shoes against the ground, and this door swings open, and this guy welcomes you into his office. Very close trimmed haircut, very close trimmed hair, red male pattern baldness, and kind of a pot belly. And he'll say, "Oh, are you from the club?"
Yes. Can we talk?
Yeah, come on, yeah, please have a seat.
She comes in, starts immediately looking around, not trying not to meet his eyes, and looking for whatever is she's sensing that's magical.
You're sensing that it is there's a 6 CD changer in the office, and you're sensing it coming from that. It's kind of like weak, but it's there.
Okay. She during the whole
Molly, there has been
conversation-
a $50 tip. You need to do a voice.
Oh, I was hoping I would get to drink another cola. Dang. Okay. Okay. Cool.
So what's going on with all of your shipments? Is it
Well, listen. Look here. All right. 2 weeks ago, this shows up. My Jolt Cola, my shot cola shows up, and there's just random scuba diving people in my eye line of sight here. Gosh, that's distracting, Jen. Good job. And this shows up here. 2 weeks later, it cracks. It breaks. Boom. Gone. Goes down the drain. Nothing. Next week, another case. Comes, breaks, gone. And then, all of a sudden, here we go. 3rd week. My cleaning supplies start going missing. My candy starts going missing. It's a disaster. I'm losing inventory left and right. I'm going to be out of business.
And while instead of taking a seat, Ash starts walking around the room, and also she can manipulate someone without speaking. So she's kind of trying to get him going on a tangent.
He's
And
there.
she's trying to get him distracted enough that he starts like gesturing wildly and possibly looks away, and she's trying to make an opportunity to snag that CD case.
All right. Act under pressure.
This triggers a giveaway since that $50 was more than the 29 we needed to reach 100. So the first set of fan-made Monster of the Week playbooks is now on giveaway for 10 minutes. Type ! Giveaway to join.
All right. So okay. So roll. First, you're gonna roll manipulate someone.
Okay. So that would be charm.
Yep.
4.
Okay. So. Why am I?
4, and I have a +1, so 5.
Can you read me 5? I'll pull it up. Hunter reference sheet. Got it.
Oh, Hunter reference sheet. My apologies. I was looking at it on my character sheet.
You're fine.
Please re-enter if you tried earlier. I missed the button.
So you said 4 to 5.
Mhm.
All right. So you will not get. You don't get anything. It looks like it's just a miss.
Okay.
And then but while you're doing this, you want to act under pressure.
Yes. So do I roll again for cool?
Yeah. Yep. Roll again for act under pressure.
Okay, that one fell off. So re-roll. Oh, come on. 6.
Okay, so you slam you're like wandering around, and he's got his eyes chained on you, and you look at the CD player, and you just reach out, and you just ham-fisted grab this thing, and he's like, "Oh, do you like mixed CDs there?"
Oh, at the instant she realizes she's been caught, she instead picks it up and tries to look at it as if she's just like taking a look. Yeah, they seem really interesting. I've been getting into music.
Yeah, we found this. I don't know. One of the new guys must have brought it in, or I don't know. It showed up a couple weeks ago, and we've been listening to it every night. It's so good. Have you heard that Hey Ya song? Oh, it's so happy.
No, I haven't. Can I listen to it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Here we. Oh, you know what? Even better. I'll sing it for you. And
no.
so they start clapping, right? They go clapping. And so we're gonna cut here to Kyle, to McLean walking in to join India in the other room. oh wait, no, she's chill now. What? Kim kind of looks up from her Bud Light and is like, what? And like she'll you see this guy with like big wraparound earphones that go around the back come out and like slams like a bag with 2 bacon, egg, and cheeses on the bar. It's like, and then he'll go back in.
Thank you. India smiles, as is her wont.
And so Kim is still kind of like, so what? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, Kyle.
Hey. Does she working or is she just hanging
Yeah,
out here?
she's just a bit distressed because of, the DEADGUYS.
The dead pups? Oh, a puppy
The
died
drown.
too!
Calm down, it's okay. Everything's gonna be all right.
No.
Little bit distressed.
Listen, I know you're having a really hard time, but I also need an order of brownies.
I can't do that. They sell them at the store next door. Why do I need to do that?
Okay, I guess we're going to go next door then, aren't we? I'll just pay for this.
Okay.
Can I have a latte?
No.
Okay.
I can't pour you a Bud Light.
I think it's a little bit early for me.
I know, but like...
I'll take a
Tell you
Bud Light
what,
if that
When we're all
helps.
done here, I'll come back and you can tell me whatever you like and I'll have a Bud Light with you.
I love that song. You cannot. No, wait, that's the wrong year. Yeah. So she will. She'll kind of lean forward. She'll pop open the cash register. She'll crawl over the bar, pop open the cash register, cash you out, and she'll walk back around the bar and she'll kind of lay on the bar for a minute. Actually, I'm just gonna take a nap. Take a nap.
You have a
Take
little
a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look pleadingly at Kyle and hand over the sandwiches.
And so as you're sitting there, as this brick floor that you're on, there's this little drainage gate starts to flip, starts to like go up and down, and then Kyle, as you walk in, as you're kind of walking in and standing at the bar, you order these brownies. You feel, you see this kind of tentacle of brown liquid pull up out of this grate and start to try to like wrap itself around your leg. What do you do?
I take out my Motorola Razr phone, flip phone, and I take a picture. He immediately starts freaking out like, India, please.
All right, so you make
that is a I got a 10.
Okay, so you get this picture off, great, and you actually have you get a couple shots off.
Thank you to all of our new subscribers. You just joined. We are so happy to have you.
Thank you. Come on, I'm thirsty in many ways, but especially for shock. So get me some shock.
$20 and Molly will drink some shock.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to. All right. And so you will this will wrap around your leg. And is Kyle wearing shorts or pants?
He's wearing pants.
Okay,
It might end up
so
being shorts by the end of this.
you feel this is about to happen. You feel this. You're gonna as the tentacle will kind of crash and like a wave around your leg, and it will like soak your pant leg, and you'll feel it start to hiss. So you're gonna take one burning damage, one harm.
Ooh. Hate that. Yeah, and he like screams like a little girl.
Oh my
And-
God,
What?
Kyle, are you okay? That's not normal.
No, it isn't.
Kim is like, what happened?
Go back
You
to sleep,
guys-
Kim. It's okay. I think I've got just the
Why are
thing
you
to do.
screaming?
I
Just
fumble
wish
about
Kyle
in
was
my
back
bag
up
and I
in here.
pull out my straight razor again, flick it open, and I slash at the strange brown.
After it grabbed, it kind of went and then drained, headed back
Okay.
down into the drain. But Kyle got pictures of it like wrapping around his leg.
What was that?
I have no idea. Let's get out of here. Let's go find Ash, actually.
Is your leg okay?
No, but I'll deal with it. He like fixes his beanie.
So stoic.
So nice. We love that. All right. So you make your way over to Dispatch Delicatessen, and you will see. I'm actually going to call it Dispatch Delicatessen because that makes a lot more sense than delicacies. So Dispatch Delicatessen, you come in, you see the setup like a grocery store. You see a number of cashiers checking out customers. They're moving by. What would you like to do?
Are there any like workers that we could see from walking inside?
Yeah, there's a woman behind the customer service desk. And there's a number of cashiers that are busy kind of checking out customers. But there's no one at the customer service desk currently.
Okay, then Kyle would go to the customer service desk, and kind of be like, "Hey, was there like a goth child?
Oh my gosh, yes, a goth child, not a child, no.
Not a child, but like my age, but like goth."
Yeah. They, I just heard them like opening us, like cracking plastic in there, but yeah. They're talking with Chris right now. Are you with the Our Lady of Perpetual Misery, Paranormal Society?
Yes, we are.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Hey.
All right,
nice.
giveaway has ended for the Monster of the Week fan-made playbooks. The winner for this is Sunflare Space again. Congratulations, son! Way to go. Well, I will.
Like
I'll be in touch with that
person
information later.
only one person is getting the form done in time.
There were 7 entries. Thank
All
you
right,
very
so
much.
look at those odds. Look at those odds. Chat. How many times have you entered for something? How many times have you been sitting there listening to Hot 105 or Kiss 106.7, and you've just been like, you know what? Let me call in on this national. Carson Daly really wants to know what I'm up to. You know, that we should have a chat. And like, look at the odds here. Look at the odds here. Like 1 in 7. Where are you going to get better odds than that?
Molly, there has been a $20 tip. You must
The speed.
drink some shock.
Chug.
Shock.
Shock! Energy drink. If you want to clip it, now's the chance, right? Or at least write down the time.
So,
I'm going to give you 5 minutes until break. So by at 4:15 your time, Molly.
you pop open. She'll pop open the little pass-through door, and she'll let you through and let you into the manager's office. Where you see this guy, Chris, is talking with Ash, and he's like, "Oh yeah, so I had just welcome. You must be from the Paranormal Society. I just finished
Chad
telling
is
Ash
accusing you
all
of
the.
having an empty can, Molly.
I don't know what to tell you. I will turn it and pop it. So here is 1 and 2. So I have a whole case of Shock energy drink. But, believe me or
You
don't.
can hear from the thud. They're full.
Yep. But I will turn it towards you, chat. I promise. So, going forward. Hey, yeah, so I just finished telling them the lyrics to the greatest song ever on this new mix CD we got. Oh, God. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Who ever thought of that? It's digital cameras these days. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. They're so cheeky coming from the 80s. Oh, God.
As
So,
she goes back to her comrades and just mouths.
Oh yeah, that's really great. Oh, you sound a lot like one of those funny little guy from the TV.
Yeah. I love that show.
oh, yeah, my personality is based off of him. Ray Romano.
Yup.
That's the one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
everybody
that
loves
show.
him. Everybody loves Chris, too. It's true.
So we just had a funny little, maybe supernatural encounter.
Okay. Tell me more.
Well, we might just need to take our friend here who knows more about these sort of things. And yeah.
Is there a possibility that you have a place where we could have access to your piping system?
Yeah, but I'll have to call my landlord. Yeah, we have to rent the space. Like, we have to call my landlord, Sean. He'll be here eventually. I'll call him. But I don't have access to our utility closet, no.
Okay. Well, you should call your landlord. And is
I'll
it
call
okay
him,
if
I'll
we
call
just
him.
look around the place to make sure everything's okay?
Absolutely. No problem.
May I ask where it is, just so we can check for weird sounds or anything of the ilk outside of it?
Absolutely. I'll have Robert take you back.
Yeah,
And you'll hear he'll pop on the radio and he'll say, "Hey, Robert, are you here?" And you'll hear the say, whatever, like, yeah. It's like, come up, you gotta show these paranormal from Our Lady of Never Ending Hope, or Never Starting Hope, here. And I'm gonna officially cancel that Jersey accent. And Robert will come and fetch you, and he is immediately taken with Ash, because he has trip pants down to the floor. And this thing, you can hear before Robert gets there, you hear him jingling like a Christmas spell. And so ching, 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 ching. Oh, hey, Tally, what's up? Like, are the people here or whatever? And she's like, oh my gosh, yes, they're like right back in the office with Chris. I'll go get them. And you hear knock, knock, knock. Is it Robert's here? You ready? And Robert will come. You'll meet up with Robert, and Robert will start walking you back. And hey, guy, why is your wait? Why am I doing New York? Like, why are your pants wet?
yeah.
I had a problem with the sewage system down the street. It's not to worry. It's a pretty simple fix. It'll air dry eventually.
Don't be mean about Kyle's pants. I mean, what about yours? Why are they all torn at the bottom? Why are they so big?
This is like style. It's like no, it's actually who I am. Like, obviously.
Like, have you got a dog or something? What's with that chain?
Leave him alone.
Oh, hey, you seem cool. What's up?
Just got a weird feeling about that drainage closet. To go check it out. Don't want to wait for Jabber Jabba to call his manager. Think you can get us in?
Well, like, I don't know or whatever, but maybe. like we can see. I don't have like a key to it, but I can show you where the closet is. And you will he'll lead you back through this storage area where you see kind of like the floor is like a little sticky as you walk through, and it's just got like old produce smell wafting. And you will move through this kind of like horribly organized back room. Like you step in and it's just like a maze of boxes and crates and stuff that's built up, and you have to like wedge your way through. Like you have to kind of like sidle through things. So what's the order that you're making your way through? Robert is in front.
We're gonna cut here then, since this is a great chance. We're taking our typical all on the table midstream break. Our players will get a chance to get some water, go to the bathroom, the usual things that players need to do during RPGs. We, as viewers, are going to get to watch the tour video and then a Drinking with Dana special video that was created just for this stream. So we'll let Dr. C show you what their clinic is like.
This big pink bed here is our second electrolysis bed. We have been getting this room set up so that we can continue to provide the gender-affirming permanent hair removal and surgical prep. We also do provide anesthesia, local anesthesia injections for the surgical prep, because electrocuting individual hair follicles on your genitals is not comfortable. And doing that for an hour and a half is near torture. So injections can help with that. We've had people take naps on the table. We build our rooms so that there are plenty of distractions. We have television with streaming services. We have our wonderful light up lamp here. This area is still in development. We also are setting up so that we can provide our own phlebotomy, which is for blood draws, so that people don't have to go into the public labs and get misgendered or have questions about their insurance and their name and gender not matching. This is our lobby space, and we have a lot of cards of queer-owned businesses and trans-owned businesses. We like to support them in as many ways as we can. Resources up on the wall. And this is Tigress, our ball python. She's sleeping in the corner there. Sometimes she gets active and goes climbing all over. Oh, and then like any queer or trans clinic, we've got plenty of condoms of all sorts and shapes to go. This big pink bed here is our second electrolysis bed. We have been getting this room set up so that we can continue to provide the gender-affirming permanent hair removal and surgical prep. We also do provide anesthesia, local anesthesia injections for the surgical prep, because electrocuting individual hair follicles on your genitals is not comfortable. And doing that for an hour and a half is near torture. So injections can help with that. We've had people take naps on the table. We build our rooms so that there are plenty of distractions. We have television with streaming services. We have our wonderful light up lamp here. This area is still in development. We also are setting up so that we can provide our own phlebotomy, which is for blood draws, so that people don't have to go into the public labs and get misgendered or have questions about their insurance and their name and gender not matching. This is our lobby space, and we have a lot of cards of queer-owned businesses and trans-owned businesses. We like to support them in as many ways as we can. Resources up on the wall, and this is Tigress, our ball python. She's sleeping in the corner there. Sometimes she gets active and goes climbing all over. Oh, and then like any queer or trans clinic, we've got plenty of condoms of all sorts and shapes to go out and about. We have our business office, which is where my receptionist works, and I get to do all of the paperwork, prior authorizations, contacting and yelling at insurance companies and pharmacies and all the like. Thankfully, we are in a state that has really progressive transgender laws and around transgender health, and I have the back lines for the insurance commissioner and for the attorney general's person in charge of trans health. So, I get around. We have an all-gender restroom that does have an ADA access here. Sharps disposal as well. We have grab bars as needed. Then let's take a tour of the electrolysis space. This is the working space. Welcome to the area. This is where my electrolysis person works, and her pup has a little spot in the room to take a nap while she's working, and she's very much made it hers. She's the Lego fiend here. And she's also invited the community to to contribute pins. We have the Descendants of Brick Throwers. We've got, I think one of my favorites is the gay meter. So yeah, super gay. Doctor's office. This is where I see patients. We have the typical exam table with stirrups as needed. Most of my consultations happen face-to-face right here, not typically on the exam table. I generally don't take people's vitals until the end of the visit because they are nervous AF when they come in here. And by the time they're ready to leave, things have calmed down a bit. Yeah, we're trying to provide the whole package here with blood draws. I do injection training. We have a library of resources that sometimes people will check out or access while they're in the waiting room. Tried to make it a friendly and affirming place. Thanks for coming and touring my clinic, and thank you so much for all of your donations and caring for transgender people, because we're everywhere and we need your support. Trans rights are human rights.
Hi everyone, my name's Dana Preby, and I'm the host of a show called Drinking with Dana over on my YouTube and Twitch channels. I also am a occasional GM and occasional player over on All on the Table. So what I'm doing tonight, since I can't be with you in person, or at least online, is I'm making a cocktail to go with the game. Given what I've heard about the game, the one I've chosen for tonight is called an Appletini, and this was a drink that was invented by Adam Karsten of Lola's in Los Angeles, and it was originally called the Adam's Apple Martini because it was named after Adam. And then after that, it got shortened to an Apple Martini and eventually just an Appletini. Now, this was invented, like I said, in 1996 when all sorts of different martinis were becoming all the rage. And so, basically, the restaurant had gotten a shipment of all sorts of new liqueurs from De Kruper, which is a Dutch company that makes all sorts of fancy liqueurs. They just come out with this whole new sour liqueur range, and when they got the Appletini, they were like, well, what are we going to do with this? And Adam came up with the Appletini. So we're actually going to be using the recipe that De Kruper's uses, because the original Appletini was literally just vodka and sour apple pucker mixed together, and that's not as good as the more modern version of it, let's just say. But it was a huge hit. As a matter of fact, it got so popular that Lola's went from a restaurant that just happened to have a bar to a bar that just happened to have a restaurant, and people were lining up to spend all night drinking these Appletinis. They were, matter of fact, a little too popular because the cops actually noticed a spike in pulling people over and them saying, well, I was just drinking Appletinis over at Lola's, and, like several of them, and then they'd have to arrest them for drunk driving. Now, word of this got back to Lola's, and they took it off the menu because they didn't want people getting hurt from drinking at their establishment. So, they took it off the menu, and there was instantly a revolt. basically people started canceling all their reservations. If they didn't have this drink on the menu, they didn't want to be there. And, even because up until that point, once this became popular, there were stars lining up, famous people from all walks of life just lining up to get into Lola's. All of a sudden, they were gone. So to save their restaurant, at this point, bar, they decided to put the drink back on the menu. This didn't advertise it really widely. So that's the drink we're going to be making tonight. Let me put the recipe up for you. All right. So, as I said, we're going to be using De Cooper's recipe. There are, of course, all sorts of different recipes for this, but the one I'm going to be making, their recipe is 2 parts vodka, 2 parts sour apple pucker, and 1 part sour mix. Now, sour mix was something that they used to make back in the day. Fortunately, we've started moving away from it. All sour mix means is it's either 1 part lemon juice or 1 part lime juice or 1 part mixed of those two, and then 1 part simple syrup. Since I don't have any of that made up, I'm going to make it fresh. I'm just going to do, a half a part of lime juice and a half part simple syrup. So let's get to it. So first, I'm going to add. Here, let me bring you down a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. All right, we're going to start off with a ½ ounce of lime juice. Longtime viewers of my show will know that I like to start with the cheapest ingredients first. In this case, that would be the lime juice. Cheapest and easiest to obtain, I should say. And all you're doing with lime juice is squeezing a lime. By the way, Rose's lime juice does have its place in the cocktail world, but this is not it, because it's sweetened already. You want to use an actual lime cut in half and squeezed. So now I'm going to do the simple syrup. All this is 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. You heat it up and it'll dissolve very nicely. And I just put it in a syrup container because my wife suggested it was an incredibly good idea. I'm going to pour that in there. Now, so that's our 1 part sour mix. To that, we're going to add 2 parts of the sour apple pucker. Again, it's the De Cooper's here. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. If there's anyone Dutch in the audience, please send me a message and let me know how I'm mispronouncing it. And this stuff is, if you just drink it straight, it's like drinking a sour apple Jolly Rancher. It is very potent and very green. All right, so that's that. And the reason why I'm specifying the brand here is because they're the only ones who make it that I know of. There are probably some other sour apple liqueurs out there, so you could try it with different ones, but that's the one I know of, and that's the one I've always used. And now I'm adding 2 ounces of vodka. And you might notice that this is a pretty big drink. Lola's was apparently famous for using exceptionally large martini glasses, which is another reason why people ended up getting pulled over for drinking and driving, even if they didn't think they had that many. So we've got ½ ounce of lime juice, ½ ounce of simple syrup, 2 ounces of sour apple pucker, and 2 ounces of vodka in here. So I'm going to add some ice and shake this. You can use whatever ice you want. Traditionally, you're supposed to use 1 big cube and a bunch of crushed ice. The big cube helps aerate everything really well. Small cube or small crushed ice chills it down real fast. I would say with the theme we're going with tonight, I'm just going to use whatever comes out of the fridge. So back in a sec. All right, I've added the ice here, and gonna go ahead and shake it. If you have a metal shaker like I do, you want to wait for the outside to get frosted. Basically, I tend to shake until it's too cold to keep holding on to. Obviously, you don't want to get frostbite on your fingers or anything like that. If you have a insulated shaker or plastic or something else like that, then you're not going to get the same reaction. But here we go. And this, as you can see, goes right up to the top there. And now we want to garnish it with a maraschino cherry. The original garnish for it was a slice of Granny Smith apple soaked in lemon juice. So if you want to go that way, you can. Again, I'm going to use a very cheap maraschino cherry. These are not ones I've made myself or anything. I bought it at the store, and they are neon red. So that is our appletini for the evening, our cocktail. Cheers! See how it tastes. Tastes like the sour apple candy of my youth, the Jolly Ranchers, or whatever came out of a package that was neon green and pretended to be apple. It's sweet, but not cloyingly sweet. It's tart, but way dialed back from what you get if you just drank the sour apple pucker by itself. It's nice and well balanced, surprisingly well balanced. Very one note, but it's a good note. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen here tonight. If you have and you want to see more of this sort of nonsense, you can catch my usual show. It's called Drinking with Dana, and it's every other Wednesday on my Twitch channel. The show is basically I teach you how to make a cocktail, and then I teach you how to make a snack to go with the cocktail. But of course, by the time we've made that snack, we've drunk the first cocktail, so I teach you how to make a second cocktail to go with it. I have some other shows like Dana Reviews Things and a few other things I've tried over the years. So if you want to catch those, they're on, like I say, every other Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And that's on twitch.tv/Queen of No Pants and youtube.com/@Queen of No Pants. Those are my channels. Our next show is going to be on December 21st. Again, and actually that's going to be our marathon charity live stream. So I'm going to start actually at noon Pacific, and basically I'm going to be baking cookies and chatting with folks and all of that up until about 6 o'clock. And then the usual show happens. So by that time, anything could happen, quite frankly. I hope you can join us. It's for a good cause. We're doing our charity stream for Rainbow Railroad this year, and hope to see you there. Enjoy the game. Cheers.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back from our break. I am going to be kicking off our next video game giveaway here in just a moment. But I do want to make sure everybody remembers that there is the one-time incentive for $69. Cat will hump the air on camera. So if you want to see that, please do so. Please do so. We would love to see the money come in. It'd be a nice gift, wouldn't it? All right, I am going to kick that giveaway off. It'll be 10 minutes for the Pac-Man Championship Edition. And you will do your exclamation point giveaway to join. And now back to Molly and the gang for the game. You're up.
Hey, what's up? It's Molly and the gang. And we're just here vibing. So when last we saw the Our Lady of Never-Ending Misery, the Paranormal Society, they were weaving their way through a maze of boxes that through which a short goth man mumbling the lyrics to How to Save a Life Where did I go wrong? And like just loud enough so that Ash will hear it, but like low enough that it's probable deniability. And like, oh yeah, no, I was just like listening to music and vibing. Like music is just like my energy. Like, you know, it's just like who I am. All right, so and you will arrive to the closet area, and you kind of woven your way through. What would you like to do?
Okay, so we found the closet and we're all together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess first thing is I'm gonna start looking for any way any way I can get in. Any way I could pick locks or whatever. Ash doesn't really care much about following the rules. So
Yep, there's like a kind of a standard there's like a padlock and then a standard steel bar door handle.
okay. Can I ask the rest of our group any thoughts? Do we want to look around?
I mean, maybe you could just give it a kick.
All right.
You want to give it a kick?
Be my guest.
All right.
I look up at our follower before we doing so. You care?
Like, if you don't care, like, it's fine.
I don't give half of a shit, honey.
Great. Like, cool. All right. So, roll kick some ass. Kyle, are you going to kick the door?
I should not be, but I can.
All right. Roll kick some ass.
Sheesh. That was a 4.
Sheesh. I think that is the only number that's been rolled so far.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's first it was set there by the group, by the folks, and then so you are going you go to kick this door and you kick it right on the padlock. And the padlock crushes your foot a little bit as you rattle the door.
Oh
So
my God.
you're gonna take
You're
one
okay.
harm. As this padlock crushes a bone in your foot and you're sort of hobbled.
He's like,
Kyle,
oh,
I'm so
yep.
sorry. I'm so
That lock-
sorry. I shouldn't have asked you to do that.
No, that lock is totally lucid now. Just go for it. Just go.
You think-
He's like trying
you
not to
think
cry.
maybe- you think even I could do it?
Just
Okay, I'll have a go.
Okay, to clear the
Kind of
buffering
slightly
issues, we're going to try a
awkwardly,
1 minute
India's
ad break.
so should we? Oh, okay.
slightly awkwardly, India is going to like stand on one foot in her kind of not very appropriate Gucci heels and try and kick the door slightly pathetically.
All right, roll kick some ass.
Okay. 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. So you will kick that lock clear off, and so you knock the lock off, and the door will swing open.
Oh, you must totally have just loosened it for me.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks, Kyle.
You know what? We like the energy. Like,
All right, give me 1 second here. And as you kind of look in, as you kick this door open, you hear a rumbling in a water storage tank as it starts to kind of shake, and it's shaking, and like there's like a little little like computer panel on it, and you see this like a fist will jump out of the panel and swing out at you. Let me see what it gets here. 6, 7. So this fist will get a hit on you. So as it'll kind of you see this like hand reach out, grab you, and so you'll take a good amount. You'll feel it kind of the acid splash across your clothes, and you're not wearing that much, and you're going to be wearing a lot less in just a few seconds. What do you do? How would you harm this creature back? Because it's a mixed success, so you would also do damage to it. India.
I guess India probably could I just like have kick the door open onto it maybe? Like
okay, so as this kind of lashing out, it's the door moves through it and it crashes around and over and kind of starts to grab you and pull you, but it slips around, and so you end up taking you end up taking 2 burning damage, 2 burning harm. And you hear, and as the whatever liquid is in this tank is starting to drain. What would you like to do?
That really stings. I think India is going to nonetheless, uncharacteristically, it seems, whip out the razor from her Louis Vuitton bag and unlikely as it may seem to be lashing at a bunch of liquid, she is going to do so with her gleaming straight razor.
All right, roll kick some ass.
It is I have the skill Reaper, which means my weapon counts as a weakness against the monsters I fight.
That's fair.
Ass kicking time. That is 11, 12, 13.
Yeah, so that's going to go really well for you. A 13. Yeah. On a 12 plus, kick some ass. On a 12 plus, you all hunters and your attacks inflict double the harm, or your attacks drives the enemy away in a rout. All right. Which one do you want? You want double damage, or your attack drives the enemy away?
I think drives the enemy away.
Okay, and so you lash out with this. And how much harm is that?
It is 3 harm.
So you see for the first, like Robert's like standing there like whatever, like he's got like a piece of a straw like rolled up in his mouth, and he's like pretending it's a cigarette kind of. And he just sees you reach back, kick this door in with your high-heeled shoe in kind of one fluid motion. As the door crashes in on you, you kick the door open. You as this creature is running away, you stick your hand into this cistern and you start slashing a razor around in it with deftness, and you pull your hand out and you're like, oh, okay. And the gurgling noise starts going.
The giveaway has ended, and we're going to pick our winner. And the winner is Ray of Swords. Ray, congratulations!
Congrats, Ray! Love you, Ray. All right. So yeah, and you hear this, and it will
really
quickly drain out. And you're looking, and you see this burn all over your hand.
God.
my god, India, are you okay?
Yeah, it really stings.
Doing a really cool promo shot for our next photo or next poster for the club.
Would you be trying to? Would you have been like videoing this?
Yeah.
Kicking the door open. Okay, so Kyle is like there, or McLean is there, like is like looking at this, and this brown acidic liquid crashes over and starts like burn up India Phillips's arm, and you're like. Anything that Ash is doing while all this is happening?
She's keeping the attention of our industrial goth friend who is back there with us, and she just looks at him, shrugs, and goes, "It's Tuesday. We'll put the door back."
I don't care, like whatever.
She's also just looking around the area in general, trying to see if she can see or notice anything with any of her telepathy or sight.
Sure. So the next thing that will happen is that the lights will flicker in your area, and there's a couple of halogen lights, a couple of those high efficiency fixtures, the big tubes. Oh my gosh, what are they called?
Fluorescent lights.
Fluorescent lights, and one of them will snap, break, and the kind of crackling with electricity will slam into Kyle, and you'll hear him go, oh! Oh! and he falls over. He falls over like gasping, and he's got like a severe electrical burn across his chest, and he's like very injured as he slumps out of the way.
Kyle!
And you hear this. Not Kyle, Robert.
Oh god.
India doesn't care then.
Oh!
Oh no, goth dude.
Ash is
Oh my god,
trying to
that's
drag
really
him out of the way.
unfortunate.
All right, and so you move closer, and so let's do act under pressure.
Wait, is he dead?
He's like barely alive.
Okay, act under pressure is cool. Gosh.
I am thirsty, chat. I don't know about you. I'm thirsty.
So-
I have not seen cat humping the air. I'm thirsty for that. I have not had any shock. I don't know what's going on. They're rolling dice and getting 13. What is this? Is this some like tabletop RPG stuff? Come on, let's control these outcomes. We want them to take wins. So what was the outcome?
I would definitely be okay with the 13, but for some reason I have the curse of 4s today.
Oh. So you run forward, and as you're reaching out to grab Robert, you trip, and you end up forcing the lighting fixture into him even further, and it's like and so you see like when Darth Vader gets electrocuted by Lord Sidious, and you see like his skull like popping out of his face with the electrical outline. You see this with Robert, and he falls over, and it's just the smell of electrofried human just fills this back room as this guy is absolutely toast.
Ew. Oh, that smell. Ugh.
He's having a panic attack.
And you hear and the headphones around his neck, you will hear blasting. You'll hear Because of You by Kelly Clarkson blasting.
Does he have a mini disc player?
Yes.
Walkman?
Oh no.
A mini disc player with a big wraparound headphones.
Because of you, I never stray too far from the side.
That was under 7 seconds. Don't get at us.
Is he
So-
still alive?
No. Anything. Ash has. You're like looking at it, like observing this from the outside. If you didn't know Ash, you would think Ash just walked up, grabbed this thing, and just slammed it into him. But you know Ash, and it's like not something she would do. She's dark, but it's not that edgy.
In that case, can I see his spirit? Can we both see his spirit?
Yeah, and you just see darkness coming out of him. You
Total
see
darkness.
just like this massive darkness.
Oh wow. Oh wow, he really was dark on the inside.
Yeah. Kelly has some stories to tell.
Ash feels horrible about what just happened and doesn't care because she has dark sides for having her powers, and one of them is guilt. So now she feels absolutely horrid for what just happened, and without thinking, she begins crying and tries to hug the spirit.
Okay.
Oh.
And he's just like, oh, like, yeah, Kelly really had some stories to tell.
Okay.
Sorry, for everybody at home, our producer is talking with their partner about spaghetti sauce. And so there's like this heavy discussion about an NPC that just died with like mushrooms being thrown into the middle of it.
No,
So
no, it's not spaghetti sauce.
It was
She's
not
making
a
a vegan cream of mushroom soup so I can have tater tot hot dish.
Oh, that's sweet.
Jen,
It's very
producer
sweet.
Jen gets a treat. Producer
I
Jen is
do.
worth a treat.
I'm from Minnesota. I get to have the tater tot hot dish when I want.
Jen gets to have tater tot hot dish when she wants, even though she's vegan.
So,
All right, so
I'm not vegan. I'm just allergic to dairy, so it has to be vegan cream of mushroom soup.
so I think India is going to awkwardly try and comfort Ash.
And so, okay, cool. You do that.
You okay? I mean, are you seeing this? It looks like you're trying to hug something.
Oh, yeah, yeah, let's, and she just brushes it off awkwardly and seems to not really want to talk about it.
And so as like kind of these boxes that are around, you hear in the distance, like, kind of like a bunch of them falling over. As the lights flicker, and go dark.
We might need to go.
Yeah, I think we really need to go. Hang on a second. And my razor blade will flash in the darkness once more as I sever the soul of the poor goth kid.
So you are now intimately aware of what India Phillips is capable of, Ash. You have now like very visibly witnessed her doing magic and her sending a spirit to the afterlife. So you've sensed that now. You have felt this magical departing of this soul, tied with a razor being swung.
And
So,
I'd say at that point, she suddenly hears in her head, "You have to teach me how to do that later." But and they
Just don't tell Kyle. I really don't want to freak him out right now. He's already freaked out enough, she whispers.
Meanwhile, he's having a panic attack in the corner. What do I do? What do I do?
she just silently puts a finger to her lips, points toward Kyle, and just nods her head.
a light flashes, one light flickers in the distance, and you see just the head of Sparky, the mascot, the horned kind of pit bull that is the mascot for Shock energy drink, and you just see the head of Shock, and it's just this bright blue luminescent light flashing with the head of Sparky behind it, and then it disappears.
You absolute asshole. You're responsible for all this.
It was a cardboard cutout, but it was just being illuminated.
Listen,
Come on, let's get Kyle and get him out of here before he hurts himself.
Wait, was there anything in that storeroom that we need to check out before we go? That door we kicked down? We
I
found
don't know.
something.
I don't know what that thing was. What that presence was, but it's gone for now.
All right, let's get out of here then.
Should we do something about the body?
Let's blame it on all the boxes falling and a random occurrence.
Yeah.
All right, so as you make your way, how are you trying to get out?
Ash looks for an exit sign.
It is.
Hello to Dr. C, who has joined the chat.
Hi, Dr. C. Thank you for your work.
Hey.
Sorry, my brain shut down after we said Dr. C.
Did all
yeah,
of
so
the boxes
you're looking
topple
for.
over?
No, you heard it in the distance, and then you saw the flickering, and behind it was the face of Sparky, the Shock energy drink mascot, the little paper cutout, and it's complete. It's pitch black in this back area.
Okay, so all the electronics are down, no lights, not even the emergency exit signs are lit.
You don't see any emergency exit lights.
Can I get out my Razr phone, circa 2005, and put the light on it?
All right, so you flip on your flashlight phone. Considering battery technology of the time, I'll say you got about 5 minutes of light here. So you flip it on briefly and you look around and you see on either side of you there are kind of these labyrinthine piles of boxes everywhere.
Okay.
You know that to your left goes back to where the store was, to your right goes somewhere else. You assume to the back of the store.
Okay, I'm going to find where Kyle's having his panic attack.
So you just see him standing there beside the door like,
It's okay, Kyle. We're going to get out of here now.
Are we?
Yeah.
It's dark as balls in here.
Yeah. I know that's why you're freaking out, and it's okay.
Ash walks up and attempts to grab Kyle's arm if he'll let her.
It's like that Office meme where it's just like, fuck. Like just jump scared entirely. He's already freaking out.
Oh, the Dwight and Angela one. Well, okay.
You lead. I'll keep him on track. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's not head out the front. I don't want this getting blamed on us.
Yeah, that would be kind of suspicious, wouldn't it?
Speaking of which, Ash runs back to Robert's corpse and makes sure to wipe off where she touched the pole.
Sure.
Or the light.
So I realized I needed a call for a roll when you did the can I find an emergency exit. So roll for it's what is it? Read a bad situation.
Okay.
Read a bad situation. Which skill is that?
Sharp.
Sharp.
That's a 3, so no.
Okay.
Let's see if I do any better. That's an 8.
All right. You can ask me one of those questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? Or what's the best way to protect the victims?
I think I will be asking what's the best way to protect everyone else.
You are getting the idea that you look to your right and there's much less lighting. Like you look at you're holding up your phone and you're like looking, and there's much fewer like lighting fixtures. So like as far as like protecting people from the electricity, that's your best bet. You do see like drainage things on the floor all around. And so you're not sure what you would do about that. Maybe stick closer to walls.
Yeah. Okay, let's follow the walls round this way and watch out for those drains on the ground.
Okay.
When we were in the other place, something came out of them and attacked Kyle. Like that liquid stuff, the Bernie liquid.
Feel the burn. He can still win it. So, damn, that's a lot of smiles. Hello, Libs. All right, let's get after it. So, you start feeling your way around the wall. You feel as you make your way in, you're sort of in this kind of like enclosed space where there's like boxes of you're making your way along and you're moving past like crates of like old vegetables, and then you move into a place where there's like milk crates are like up against the wall, and you see them start to rattle forward and tip towards you. What do you do?
I'm going to try and protect someone.
Who are you protecting?
I am protecting Kyle because he's the most freaked out.
Okay. Kyle's got an emotional, or sorry, Ash has its emotional support cat. So, Kyle, all right, so cool. Kyle, you see this? You doing anything? You see these crates rattling and starting to tip down at you?
He's actually, I don't know if like that like night vision camera was out in 2006 or not.
Yes, sure. You got top of
but
the
he would
line.
be like using that not to like see, but just to like film everything.
And so you're getting this video. Yeah. So you're getting like this like green and white footage. You're seeing this green and white footage of these milk crates shaking and coming down towards you. What do you do?
Kyle, look out!
So roll for protect someone. Kyle, what are you doing?
That's 11.
All right.
Is there...
Pick your outcome. You suffer little harm. All impending danger is focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back.
I think holding the enemy back makes sense in this case.
Okay. So you see very quickly, you see kind of like, oh, Kyle! And India Phillips like jumps, Gucci heels notwithstanding, and just grabs onto this crate, and she's like, go! And what are you doing? So you're looking through the camera.
Oh, he's booking it. He doesn't know where he's going, but he's booking it.
So you were told go along the wall, so you continue along the wall. You continue weaving off, and you feel this start to shake, and you hear your friend's footsteps start moving off. As you hop down and start to run along, you start to feel yourself lose your footing as there's this puddle of liquid on the ground.
Not another one.
You roll act under pressure to keep your balance.
That is a...
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was telling India that.
Oh,
Yep. Act under pressure to keep your balance.
Okay. That is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, cool. All right. Would you, instead of keeping your balance, would you like to take harm and be able to continue forward, like fall, smash your knee, and continue forward, or would you rather take no harm and be separated from the rest of the group?
I think I would rather take no harm and be separated from the rest of the group.
Okay, so you fall backwards, and this cavalcade of boxes just kind of collapses around you. Harmlessly, you're able to kind of like hold everything back. So let me cut to, you hear this pile of boxes fall behind you, and you hear a yelp from India as they barely right themselves and fall backwards. You're making your way now through the dark, just the two of you. What would you like to do?
Ash reaches back towards India if she can, with just general telepathy reaching out. Yell if you're okay.
I'm okay. She says in her head.
oh,
Get Kyle out of here.
She looks at Kyle. We gotta move. Come on.
wait, but what about what?
She's
what's
fine.
her-
We gotta go.
And he kind of like scurries out.
All right. So I would say you can act under pressure or read a bad situation.
I will
I think
read a
I-
bad situation.
Okay.
That's an 8.
All right. So you can ask me what's your best way out? Are there any dangers you haven't noticed? What's your biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
What's the best way out?
And you start, and you're touching the wall, you're like feeling this, and you feel like kind of a cool breeze like traipse along your ankle, and like it really singes that acid burn you have on your leg, and you're like, aha, fresh air, and you start running towards this back door. You're kind of like traipsing along feeling this. What are you doing, Ash?
Ash was keeping a hand on Kyle's shoulder and making sure he's keeping going and also keeping in touch with him so they don't get separated.
All right, cool. Roll a help out.
$11.
All right, cool. So that knocks you self up 11. 7, no, it's just a success. 10 plus your help grants them plus 1 of your roll, and you rolled an 8.
Yeah.
So it's taking you up to a 9. That doesn't change your outcome. Okay. So you make your way through. As you get to the rear door, you're able to push the door open, and you're coming out into this kind of midday light at this point. What you doing? You've made your way out of this maze of boxes.
Okay, so the door wasn't locked. It was okay.
Nope, you felt the breeze, you followed the breeze, and you made your way out.
Yeah, he's taking a moment to kiss the ground.
He just throws himself on the ground, just ripped jeans on the ground, beanie off, scattered somewhere off.
Never felt more of a connection to God than I do right now. Like,
The sisters of our our never-ending guilt, of Our Lady of Never-Ending Guilt, are so proud of you in this moment. You can just feel Sister Piedad really just smiling at you at this point.
But then he looks to see if Ash is still there.
Ash is still behind you. Clearly very cool for the situation. Or actually, how does Ash look?
She's no longer crying from before, but you can clearly see her makeup is kind of ran, and she doesn't have much expression on her face, but she's a little out of breath. She also tells Kyle, keep the door open. It'll show us the exit. I gotta go find her.
You're going back in?
She's still in there. I can't let another one. No.
All right, so
and
we
then
cut.
she run.
We cut back.
She starts running, trying to find India.
So we cut back. You hear voices starting to. You hear your friends shift off into the distance of this labyrinth. What are you up to, India Phillips?
In the darkness, India is pouting as she picks herself up from the boxes, notices that the heel on one of her Gucci heels is broken. Oh my God. You know how much these cost? And she's going to kick them both off. And then she's going to reach into her Louis Vuitton bag and pull out her Cloak of Shadows and wift it over her body in a dramatic fashion, and then flick open her straight razor, her carrier, her Reaper's weapon, which will gleam despite there being no light in the darkness, and say, okay, you've really annoyed me now. You've upset the balance of nature. You've killed people whose time it wasn't yet, and you've made extra work for me, and I'm really fed up. So show yourself.
Okay. You shout this into the darkness. Is everything okay, Kat?
Some boxes from my top shelf of my closet for some reason suddenly collapsed. So apparently we're having falling boxes here at IRL as well. We can say I'm really getting into the spirit of the game.
Yeah, the spirit of the game is getting into your house. So you hear this shout, and you just hear a gurgling from a nearby sewer drain. From a nearby drainage.
Okay, I have just about had enough, and I start to stride towards the drain in my bare feet.
Okay. You do that. The drain is gurgling.
This is a back room, right?
Yeah.
Is there any caustic soda or anything like that kicking about?
Make a that's like an investigation. So we're gonna say act under pressure. You're looking for, what are you looking for? Caustic soda, you're looking for a base?
Yeah, something to pour down the drain.
Okay, yeah, so make an act under pressure to see if you can find cleaning stuff.
Oh, natural 12 plus
Nice.
plus 1, so 13.
All right, cool. So you may choose to do either what you wanted and something extra, or do what you wanted to absolute perfection.
Before that happens, we're going to give it to Sylvie, because Sylvie tipped 49.62, and have Cat hump the air.
Hump the air! Hump the air!
Do it for Dr. C! Hell yeah!
Okay.
Bottoms everywhere, just got a little bit sweatier. Sorry, here, let me do this. Oh my. All right, so that was my thirst trap for the show. After my magnificent burps in Act 1, that'll be my sexy response. All right, so you are able to find a very intense base, and you're able to get a couple boxes of it. But you said you wanted to do it to perfect. Yeah, so you find a very intense base. You're like, it's like Pepto-Bismol. You just find like a pure Pepto-Bismol and soda.
Excellent.
This triggers a giveaway. We are giving away our second set of Monster of the Week fan-made playbooks. That giveaway is on for 10 minutes. Please do !giveaway to enter.
And don't forget, hey, listen, you know what? If we were to get, like, let's say, you know, just like a $1,000 donation, you could get like a pretty six set of dice.
Yeah. To be fair, it is there is a one. If you give $1,000, you will get what's called a stained glass dice set. It's not actual glass, but it's like stained glass. It's gorgeous. I've seen them. I will get this set of dice sent to you.
And
it's 1,000.
And it smells like campfire too.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't smell like campfire. It smells like stained glass.
I can't attest to that, but I'm pretty sure it smells like all the other dice. Ink.
How would you describe normal dice smelling?
I don't know. A mixture of ink and resin, whatever that smells like.
Ink and resin. So you find this collection of basic chemicals.
Excellent. Oh, basic chemicals. So basic. I'm going to pour them into the drain. Say, it's time to clean house.
All right. Roll kick some ass.
Okay. Ooh. That is 12.
All right. You complete. Okay. Do you give advantage? So you're gonna deal your damage. Do you give everyone a +1 going forward, or that you take no harm at all, double damage, or you drive the enemy away?
I'm gonna do double damage this time.
Okay, cool. So we'll say pouring that down. That's probably like a 2 or 3 harm. So we'll go up to in there, and you see this creature. You hear like a quietness in the area, and you start to see some of the lights flicker as some of them spark, and light bulbs start exploding around you. And that's where we'll cut back to Kyle and Ash. You're starting to see, as you make your way back into this labyrinthine maze of boxes. Box of mazes, hey, scuba to bobs. You see lights starting to explode and flicker all throughout the back room. What do you do?
I am going to try to read a bad situation and figure out the best way to get back to our lost friend and such.
Roll me
7.
All right. What you wanted to know? Best way back? You see this kind of trail of like white dust kind of being played with the wind, and you're thinking like, that's new, didn't see that before. And so you start to follow that white dust, and you hear the kind of uneven clacking of one Gucci heel, or sorry, Vuitton heel.
No, that's my bag. The heels.
Oh, okay, Gucci.
Okay. Once I start to hear that, I begin looking around for the light on her camera phone she had. It will be the one light in the area.
I'm gonna say. Okay. you're following it, and you make your way. You're able to you hear footsteps approaching. India Phillips. What do you do?
I'm going to wheel about with my straight razor, probably narrowly avoiding slashing poor Ash.
And Ash, you see Ash standing there, and Ash, the sight you see, one heel broken, one heel not, razor in one hand, a bicarbonate soda in the other, and you see this like crazed look on
my
India's
God,
face.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Ash is kind of staring there, a little in disbelief, a little scared. You see her point over her shoulder and hear in your head, this way.
Okay, but I think that creature's, I think it's here and I think it's hurt. We need to deal with it.
What do we do? Where is it?
I don't know, but back to back with me and keep an eye out.
Kyle
know
is
you
at
can
the
see more.
entrance.
I know you can see more than you let on.
I'll let you know what I can see. Kyle is at the entrance. I don't want to leave him there alone too long.
Okay. Let's just make our way over there. I think I've really annoyed this thing. I think it's very cross right now, so it'll probably follow us.
And as you're hearing, like, it's probably pretty cross right now. You hear these lights are like sparking. You see this, like, you see one of the lights close to you like flickers on brightly, and you see you hear as you can hear the voltage starting to dial up. What would you? I need you to roll act under pressure.
Okay.
Just tell me to be able to get out of the way.
Both of us?
Yeah.
10 plus 1, 11.
9.
All right. So, how are you very successfully dealing with this impending electric shock?
I am going to suddenly lift my lift my broken healed foot off the ground, and I'm gonna just balance all weight on one heel so that I've got a gap so that I don't get electrocuted.
Okay. You see India Phillips moving at a crane stance.
Razor blade in the other hand.
Bicarbonate soda razor blade.
Bag dangling off my arm, and cloak of shadows, of course. That's something that is a bit odd that I'm wearing.
I'm gonna say I just literally flop into one of the fallen off boxes to my side because cardboard isn't conductive, and just like, what's up?
All right, so in a casual, you see in a crane's stance and a casual repose, you hear outside the shaking of a pothole, or of a manhole cover against its base as this creature starts to manifest itself. And Kyle, you're sitting there with your camera, like catching your breath as you hear some yelling and some electrical noises coming from inside. And just as this is happening, the door that you had propped open slams shut hard. Wham! As the electrical kind of opener on it forces it shut, and you see them start to like open and close and slam. And then you see this manhole cover like shaking like this. What are you doing?
Well, he was holding the door. I guess it like forced him out of it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it's kind of like a muffle, like, oh, come here.
So you're squeezed outside.
Yes.
So what do? You see this manhole cover shaking, and all the doors are sort of like opening and slamming and opening and slamming and opening and slamming, like very quickly.
Can Can I read a bad situation?
Okay. Yeah. So you're trying to get a bearing. Go ahead. Roll.
Yes. That is a 10.
All right. You get a hold 3 with a 10. So you can ask me 3 questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What is most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims? So I say probably out, dangers you haven't noticed, and biggest threat. Or what would you
Yeah.
prefer?
Probably what are the dangers we haven't noticed?
You feel pretty confident that you've seen most of what this creature can do. You haven't seen it do anything as big as move like a huge, heavy iron manhole cover, and so you're like, there's something about to come out of that.
And I can ask 2 more questions?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the best way to protect the victims? I guess like
Winner of the giveaway is Ray of Swords. Ray, I'll just
Congrats,
need your email
Ray.
address as before. Congrats.
Wait, is that Ray?
Yeah.
Is Ray of Swords Ray?
Yeah.
no.
The one that made you chug earlier? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Ray. It was good. I've been thirsty ever since. So, what the best way to protect people? Get away. Getting everyone away from it seems like a great idea. You
Molly,
think like
Ray has donated another $20. Be prepared to chug. And they're cheering for a burp too, by the way.
a bird?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here you are. Notice sealed. Okay. So not doing any branding.
Chug it. Chug, chug, chug.
So you hear this rattling.
Nice.
Quality.
All right, so that was the answer to what's the best way to get protected. You think from acid, finding something that would protect you from acid, like something basic, or like getting in something waterproof, like a rain soaker. Sorry, that one wasn't as epic as the first one. Maybe if we try again later.
And what is it says what's my best way out, but what is the best way out for the other 2?
The best way out you're thinking would be through the front or through ending the creature. You still think probably the best way is through the back, but you know that all these doors are acting crazy, so maybe the doors at the front aren't.
All right. So Kyle is going to go around to the front because this door is just slamming away.
And so as you start making your way around, this manhole cover like erupts, and you start to see this this all right, for everyone who didn't see it, behind the curtain here, Jen just cleared her nose cannon. It was really great. So make sure you tip more money for Jen so that she can clear her nose cannon more often. It's just like in the middle of a dialogue. It's just like, all right. So this manhole that's been rattling and shaking, it stops, and then it goes. You hear as you're starting to like turn your back to it, you hear. And as it shoots off, and this humanoid shaped creature starts shifting after you quickly, made of this brown swirling and bubbly liquid. What do you do?
He's gonna scream, but he's also gonna. So he has his baseball bat because he's part of the varsity baseball team for the church for the school. and he's gonna try and like it's like a gut instinct to try and hit it, like he's hitting a home run.
All right. Roll kick some ass.
That is a 10.
All right. So, you are going to what's the harm on your baseball bat?
A 2.
All right, cool. So you crack this baseball bat, and on a 10, you can either inflict, you can do add harm. You will take less harm in this interaction, or you can locate them where you want them. You can like force them to a location. Or you can like beat them back.
I'm going to suffer less harm because I'm not looking great.
Okay, cool. So as this creature runs forward, it one of these tentacles of it reaches its hand forward, and you see this hand come up, and you bring up your baseball bat and you crack its
All
arm.
right, everyone, we're going to interrupt to begin our giveaway for Tomb Raider Anniversary, and it is again !giveaway to enter.
Yes. Okay. So this hand comes up, and you start to feel you see this little tentacle of this brown liquid start to move towards you, and it's bubbling and it's fizzing, and you bring up your baseball bat, and you're like, ah shit, and you go wham, and you break this thing's arm off, and as you chose to suffer less harm. And as you feel this kind of acid splash over you, you get it on your varsity jacket, and it seeps in a little bit. You get like a slight burn, and you take 1 burning on your chest here. But the creature is otherwise undeterred. So you start to move away. I need you to roll act under pressure. I'm assuming you turn and run after that?
Yes.
So varsity jacket, baseball bat comes out of the backpack. This creature gets cracked. A splash of the acid lands on Kyle's jacket. New system, go Burr.
I got a 6 for acting under pressure.
And so you will a trip. I don't know about a trip. Yeah, you fail to get away. So this creature is going to kind of surge forward and start moving towards you. And as you see it's kind of like its fists are like closing in around you like this, and it's going to hit you for. It's going to like all of its force collapses around you, and you're going to take 4 burning damage. And it will slosh together and start to drain into another manhole near where you're running by. Anything you're doing while that happens?
He is dying now.
Oh, he's dying?
Yeah.
All right. So Kyle goes down in the back. We cut back to our other group.
Okay, I imagine almost immediately, India gets a grave look on her face. We have to go now. I'm not very good at doing this yet, but can you just like put your arms around me? Like, not in a gay way or anything, just like, I'm gonna get us out of here.
Ash is still leaning back on her cardboard lounger, and she just beckons you forward to like.
I go forward. I stumble in my broken Gucci heels. I kind of awkwardly fall into her. I throw the Cloak of Shadows around, and I try and activate the Crow Road. And I am going to go to where where Kyle is.
All right, roll use magic.
My worst thing. And now I roll a 4 for the first time.
The chat has cursed us.
Oh God. But you have like a thing, the Crow Road, doesn't it like give you a plus to something?
No, it's automatic, but I have to roll when I'm carrying someone with me. But can I spend luck, please, to change it to 12?
Yeah. Yep. So you teleport out and you see you're coming out, and it's suddenly the world sort of dissolve. All the smell of cardboard gives away to the smell of like Corvid. and you're like, for a second you just see the darkness, and it's like any Avenged Sevenfold music video level of darkness and fluttering. And you kind of re-manifest outside, and you see kind of the body of McLean lying there on the floor, and this pool of acidic stuff starting to drain back into a nearby grate. What would you like to do?
Kyle!
You successfully scream.
So,
Yeah.
is Kyle? Can I tell if Kyle is dying or fully dead?
I also think you can use luck to reduce harm.
Yes, I just read that and I was like, well, I could have done that.
So let's say that you at least did that to keep you at 1 harm. So you're like very injured. This acid like really
yeah,
burned
I'm
you.
unstable.
You're unstable. Yeah. All right. So you see Kyle like in really rough shape. He's like collapsed on the ground. Is like this like these burns are all over his face. And you see a baseball, like a little bit of a fading baseball bat. What was once a baseball bat that's sort of been being dissolved by this stuff. But the stuff is quickly leaking into a nearby drain.
Ash, quick, call an ambulance.
Ash reaches over and grabs Kyle wherever he seems to be hurt the most, and closes her eyes and concentrates for a moment and uses magic to
Alright.
heal him.
Use magic.
6 plus 2 is 8. So it works imperfectly. Choose an effect and a glitch. I was hoping to heal 1 harm. Glitches weaken, short duration. I take 1 harm. It has a problematic side effect. I will take 1.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, so I'm going to say that you do heal him. But the issue is that like the kind of like the wounds, like where it was, there's pockets of like cola under his skin that are formed there. Like he's healed with the cola inside of him.
We'll have to pop them later.
What's happening to
Oh my
me?
god, he looks like he's got the plague or something.
He's alive. We need to stop it before it goes anywhere.
Yeah, right.
Did you guys see anything in there?
This liquid is draining into a nearby drainage.
Can we follow it into the sewers, I guess?
Sure. You walk over, you huck this little drainage ditch, you huck this little drainage gate open, and you all slip through, and you see it moving along. You see this kind of streak of cola moving along. kind of downhill with the flow of all the other liquid down there.
This is so disgusting. I'm so mad right now. All my stuff is going to be ruined.
Well,
So
kick
we-
his ass.
We can all see it like a long way down the strain.
Yep. So you're looking down and you can see it kind of at the end starting to shift away from you.
Okay, so one of the things Ash has been wearing is a really kind of big trench coat, and out of nowhere, you see her pull a sniper rifle out.
Okay.
One
I
of the
love
two
America.
weapons I got to choose at the beginning. So she's
All
like,
right.
cover your ears. And she attempts to shoot it.
All right. Roll kick some ass. This is a rural goth. This is a southern goth.
Oh, I can let some southern twang in here, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's my worst. It's my worst skill at a -1, but I rolled an 11, so that's a 10.
Oh my gosh. So what's the harm on that?
Somebody is called for chugging, but they donated 25, not 20. What do you think, Molly?
100%. They get it.
Oh, we had a
Harm.
second one come in. Just a moment. How much was that one? Oh, $10. So they get to pick the next roll.
Okay.
Joss and Jantine, I thank you so much.
Was the next roll before this happened, or did it just come in?
Just came in. So the
All right. So this roll goes off.
So Molly, you got to. Are you going to chug your pop?
Yep.
Chug
Okay.
your
Here
cola?
you can see liquid. Okay.
I'm just waiting for it to start like running down her shirt.
Right?
Never gonna happen.
Ooh, there you go.
There it is.
It's
God, I
another
hate
good
that.
one. Okay,
Ugh.
and then $10. So, Joss and Jantine, if you could please message in the message in the chat here, just at all on the table. So let me know what number you want to pick. Number between 2 and 12, because it's a 2d6 system.
Okay. So you line up this rifle shot, and just like everything you've ever done, all the squirrels you hunted, all the squirrel meat you ever collected, and then as you went through and you went, I don't know, what do goth people hunt? What's a spooky thing to hunt?
We like to set up pumpkins and shoot jack-o'-lantern faces in them.
So using your magic, using your kind of interaction with magic, you have like animated some.
Okay, I'm going to stop you at the moment. The next roll will be a 12. That's what Joss has done. And we're going to do the giveaway, picking a winner. The winner on the Tomb Raider anniversary giveaway is Willow Mist. Congratulations. Woo!
And right after this, we're actually going to be rating Willow Mist.
Right? We're going to visit
Woo!
Willow Mist very soon. But if you guys could do just $25 more in the next 5 to 10 minutes, we will give away our last thing from this stream alone, and we can give you a copy of Monster of the Week. Molly will still chug at $25. Get one more shock in.
Get her done.
Please. We're begging.
Get her done.
I'll say
Unless
also,
you want to kill everybody right now, then it's $100. Just rocks fall, everybody dies.
Yeah.
also I will share the carrier modification of the Divine Playbook that I'm using.
Oh my
for
gosh. And so it's $25 for us, and then it's $120. I'm sorry, $220 to get a $50 gift card from thelittlegayshop.com. So any step helps. Will get us there. We'll make it happen. I'm going to take a moment and run because we're in a good stopping point. I'm going to run Dr. C's thank you video so everybody gets a chance to see that before we go. We're going to start that right now.
saving the lives of trans kids.
And we're back. I'm going to spend the next few minutes making faces at everybody because that's 3 donations to get through. Molly just got $25 more to chug. We've hit 300. I'm going to trigger a giveaway immediately and then start making faces. This is for Monster of the Week.
Very nice.
Nice.
So classy.
I am nothing if not classy. Look at all I do for, look at what we do for trans healthcare. You know, this is how important it is to us. I will watch, oh my God. Anyways, so all this time shooting pumpkins, and you see in your mind, just you watch a pumpkin slip by, and instinctively you aim right for that spot where you get the good, like, and this kind of silvered bullet that you have buries itself in the side of the sewer wall, and this creature starts to kind of dissolve. You see a small amount of the liquid still kind of trickling on and coming towards you. What would you like to do? You all are standing in the sewer.
Okay, India is going to jump in front of the vulnerable Ash, who's been. I'm going to whip out my straight razor again and say, okay, it is totally on now. You've ruined my shoes, you've ruined my bag, and you've ruined my day.
And you run forward at the sludge that's moving through the drainage water at you. And with this razor drawn, this is a complete non sequitur to Kyle, who's just, you're like injured and kind of delirious, and with bubbles of cola on your skin, and you're seeing hobbling down a sewer, one heel, one not heel, with a straight razor, your friend from the paranormal club, and you got your camera pointed. It's resting on one of the cola bubbles.
She's also wearing her weird swirling cloak of shadows thing.
Yep,
which
just completely normal. And you drive this razor into this creature, and you start to feel it dissipate and fall apart. And
back to dead side with you, you horrible thing.
And so as this creature, the smell of cola fills your nose. The wonderful cinnamon and 23 other flavors that you're not allowed to know for legal reasons. And the CD changer, as you were to walk around to the front of Dispatch Delicatessen, you notice there's been a small fire in the manager's office, and the CD changer has exploded and ricocheting bits of CD. One of them buried themselves in Chris. But otherwise it seems to be together. And the bit that buried itself in Chris has you kind of, a paramedic will get it out and start like putting pressure bandages on the wound, and you just see in big big bubbly letters, written in Sharpie on a CD, on a recordable CD, Summer Mix 2006, Usher, Ludacris, and then in big bubbly letters, hey ya! And they're like, and he'll look at it and say, Usher, Ludacris, hey ya, this isn't mine. I wouldn't let this be played at my store. This is a Maroon 5 store. I love Adam Levine. Who could have done this? Oh, sorry, who could have done this here? What the hell? I'm just gonna let him sit with that. Just gonna be like, okay, bad music. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Any thoughts?
Okay, I suppose I've got quite a lot of explaining to do.
Did you solve the mystery? What did the episode of Buffy? I'm sorry. Did the episode of Monster of the Week just end?
I think we killed the big bad evil thing, but we really didn't solve the mystery of what happened. I'm
That feels
taking
like it'd be another episode, which I'd really like to play sometime.
yeah, that sounds like fun, and I like
Wait,
this.
would you have to like subscribe to like maybe in the future to try to figure out like maybe the dispatch killer will strike again?
You mean subscribe to All on the Table RPGs?
All on the Table RPGs. You know, we have content that we offer on YouTube, on Twitch here, where you currently have us. We also have an Instagram where you can see occasional videos from me and many more content from the much more lovely Jen Giggles. You will also, I want to give us a chance to go around, say goodbye to everybody else, and if anybody has anything they're hucking. So I want to throw it over to Faye. Anything you're hucking or plugging this week?
Thank you guys so much for watching, and you can follow me on all my social medias at Phase Circle everywhere. I am a 2.5D VTuber, and I play video games and I draw.
And your Instagram description, you are a toy enthusiast that is also an adult.
Yes.
Not an adult toy enthusiast.
Listen, you can be both.
You can be both. I'm learning. Micah, anything you're hucking?
I ain't hucking anything, really. You can't follow me on social media because I am literally straight out of 2006. But if you happen to be in
Oh wait,
Newcastle...
do you have AIM? Can we check your away messages?
In MySpace?
Oh,
Are
maybe.
you on
yeah.
MySpace? Friendster?
I've got a Bebo. I've got a Bebo.
Bebo.
All the
Oh, I
rage.
heard in the UK they do a mug scroll. It's like Facebook but British.
Bug Scroll Watcher or
Faye,
something. I don't know.
what was your handle again?
At Phase Circle.
Phase Circle. FAESSIR
CIRCLE.
CIRCLE. Yep. At Phase Circle. Oh, somebody says they'll catch you on Merc. It's at Molly_P.
Nope, at the Concord TT.
At
To get a hold of me.
Concord
So yeah. So sorry,
TT.
Micah. You are on Mug Scroll.
Mug Scroll, that's right.
Mug Scroll and AOL Instant Messenger.
I suppose if you happen to come to watch any All on the Tables RPG stuff, you might be able to catch me. But other than that, if anyone happened to be in Newcastle upon Tyne in the UK in the new year, I will be doing a Burns supper at the Great North Museum, and that's the next thing I'm doing, basically.
All right, Kat. Anything you're hucking?
I will occasionally stream here on Twitch. You can catch me, I believe, at Catagon99. I occasionally stream on other sites as well, and I have links of those and the Discord, which I have yet to set up. That will be linked through my Twitch. So,
And what do you
check me
like
out
to
on there.
stream, Kat?
I think I hit that wrong.
A lot of gaming stuff and other very interesting material, and that I'm going to leave it at that.
Wicked. So again, I am Molly, mollyhitsdifferent.com. If you need to get a hold of me, if you, I am the GM for Tales of the Valiant and Avernus, which will be having its final episode this Tuesday. I am the GM for the Concord No Menangi, which is one of our recorded shows. You can see it on YouTube, which one of Faye's partners, Ray, is a member. So we love Ray and we love Faye. They're two of my favorite LARPers in the world. Yep. The Millennial Heart, the Gen Z Heart.
Oh, here
It's
we
a
go.
thing.
The Gen
Aw.
X part.
Gen X. All right. And then finally, you can see me at Dragon Thrones, a LARP I'll be doing in Philadelphia, coming up in just a few weeks. So if you haven't checked it out, Dragon Thrones, I believe it's DragonThronesGame.com, but just Google Dragon Thrones. It's a really cool time. Hope to see you there. And Jen, and also I want to plug Sprite Zero. You know what? Underrated soda. And so, okay, the Mountain Dew
Hold
Zero,
up.
the
No.
Mountain Dew Zero was not it. Really bad burps, but the Sprite Zero Sugar has enough carbonation where you could just rip it. So
All
if
right.
you're looking for training, I'm also going to plug that. Also, using your turn indicator. I will also plug using your turn indicator. Do it. Just do it, okay? Jen,
All right.
are you plugging anything?
I'm Jen Giggles. You find me here. This is pretty much it nowadays. I don't post on any of my own stuff. All on the Table RPGs, Twitch and YouTube as usual. And I am going to run our pick a winner. Joss won. Dutch Joss, my friend Joss from Pixies servers is here. Thank you, Joss and Jantine. I hope you two enjoy the game. I will get an email from you. If we don't get it today, I know where to find you and pull it from you later to send you your copy. All right. We hope you all have had a great time. We've got about 5 minutes left before the raid has to go through. And we'll be taking care of everything on this side. We're really happy you joined us. We made our giveaway goals here for All on the Table. I will be back in 2 hours after Willow Mist for the what was the original just general loose concept that resulted in this entire thing.
Okay,
A variety
listen, I
show
have
on the
such a beef
Transverse.
with Jen about this. Okay, Jen, everything. We have this organizing channel, right? We have this organizing Discord, and there is a chat named after her in every single category on our Discord. Every
It's
single
called
the
General
ego,
for a
the
reason.
ego, the ego. What if it were called Molly Little Chat? Molly Little Chat. Can you imagine the ego? People will be like, she's a maniac. But Jen just gets to slide by it. Oh, plausible deniability.
It's not Giggle. Did I name it Giggles Chat? No,
Yes,
I
you
did not.
Yes,
It's
I've
named
seen the
General.
secret channels you bought
General
from me.
Chat. Not Giggles Chat, General Chat. Come on
Okay.
now.
Any chat I meant is the Giggles Chat,
Jen
Jen.
Giggles Chat. Jen Giggles Discord. It wouldn't be called All on the Table. Now, would it?
I
I put
saw
that on the table for you.
when I joined the Discord, I looked in the server notes and it said Jen Giggles Vanity Project. I'm just saying.
It did not, to be honest. Molly just loves me. Molly is just for disclosure. Molly's one of my metas, so
I love. I've been outed.
I've been outed.
Local trans person is polyamorous.
News more at 6.
More at 6. If you are polyamorous, donate $20 now to watch me suffer drinking a a 9th can of something. I'm sorry, Dana. I didn't mean to let you down. That was a wicked cocktail, though. I really enjoyed that. Appletinis always throw me back to Scrubs. You know, like that era.
They do.
Faye, do you have a 2000 sitcom memory?
2000 sitcom memory? I watched the Disney Channel.
Okay. So what was the 2000s Disney Channel? For someone who missed
very
it.
specifically, there's an episode of Phil of the Future that only played at night. And it was the episode for Halloween where all of the kids were getting laser eye surgery because that was a hit thing for high schoolers to do back in the day. And like the whole bit of it was that they were getting their
Molly.
eyes taken out.
Uh-oh. Yes, Molly, we just got another $20. Chug it before we raid.
Woo! All right, we did run the thank you vid. Yep, right before the
We ran the
conclusion
thank you
of
vid. That
the-
we did that a little while ago.
Oh, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you
I just-
all.
I'll do it on.
No, you don't have to do it on camera. Just chug
All
it.
right, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Open now. Okay, here we go. So anyways, so laser eye surgery.
Yes, the laser eye surgery, and the whole bit of the show was that Phil, the main character, would later find out that every student in school was wearing glasses because all of their eyes were missing, and that was like the huge like plot point. It was terrifying for younger
you.
me.
Thank you all for watching. We do appreciate you. And I'm going to ask for help because I've never rated before. Have somebody rate us over to Willow Mist channel now. We love you. Thank you. I will see you in a few hours. Bye-bye.
Watch trolls band
Bye.
together.
Nobody has eyes in high school. Oh God. Slash raid Willow Miss 23. Boom.
Yep, it's going. We got the raid working. It's going through. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.